So I think it's about time that the Biden administration and the Democratic Party put a stop to the open border policy. Today, there was an invasion in El Paso, Texas, of hundreds of illegals storming the National Guard troops because apparently they're unhappy that Texas authorities can now detain them when they come over the border illegally.
So yeah, today the migrants weren't happy. They were mad. They were pissed off. You know, the illegal immigrants coming over the border in Texas by the thousands. You know, the people that the Biden administration want us to call newcomers. Well, they've had enough apparently with the National Guard grabbing them when they come over the border illegally and sending them back to their country of origin. So what do? They rush the National Guard troops. Have a look at this. Now let's imagine for a minute that a National Guardsman decided to defend his life and the lives of his fellow soldiers and shot someone. What do you think would happen to that National Guard member? The Biden Department of Justice would have had him in handcuffs and behind bars immediately for trying to save our country from an invasion of illegal immigrants. The military is there to protect us from God knows who coming over that border every single day. And these people, the newcomers, how dare they, the American soldiers, they believe, stop us from coming to Joe Biden's America. That's how messed up this administration is, because they allow this to happen and nothing will be done about it. Yes, sir. Okay, that's Joe Biden's America. The United States military, National Guard troops, who do this on a part-time basis, had to leave their jobs and families to be deployed to the border to protect our country from illegal immigration by the thousands. Terrorists, drug traffickers, sex traffickers, child traffickers, and God knows what else is coming over that border. And the newcomers, the illegal immigrants, aren't happy about it. So this is the shit they do. And people wonder why Joe Biden needs to go. They don't care. This is what they invited. And now they're putting the lives of American troops at risk because they, the troops, want to keep these people out of our country. And nothing will happen to the migrants. Oh no. And again, God forbid one of those soldiers shot somebody. That soldier right now would be behind bars, and the Biden DOJ would prosecute that person to the fullest extent of the law. But the migrants are okay. Everything's fine. Let them keep coming because the Democrats need votes.
United States National Guard troops who do that on a part-time basis have left their families and their jobs to be deployed to protect our country from illegal immigration. And as you saw in that video clip, no one cares, especially the Biden administration. The migrants are mad because the Texas can now detain them and send them back where they came from. So they got together and said, you know what? We're going to storm it. And that's exactly what they did. Like I said during that video clip, what would happen if a National Guard soldier was in fear for his life and the life of others, and he shot and killed one? What would happen? Nothing would happen to the illegals other than the one who got shot, but the soldier who fired his weapon would have been immediately arrested by the Biden DOJ and put behind bars. And you can just about guarantee that the DOJ would prosecute that soldier to the fullest extent of the law. Because how dare you want to injure illegal immigrants? You know, the newcomers that they want us to call them now. Enough is enough with illegal immigration. Our country is falling apart. The millions of illegals who have come into this country since Biden became president is doing nothing but hurting us. We do not know who they are, where they came from, and the Democrats don't care. We've seen American citizens killed by alleged illegal immigrants. They're criminals. They're being let out of prison, and as soon as they hit the ground, they're running for the border because they know America will be their safe haven, because the politicians in this country don't care about the American citizens. They care about illegals coming over for, yes, I'll say it again, votes. Because after all, voter ID is racist, so anyone, no matter citizenship, can go into a polling place and place their vote, and they're all going to vote for Democrats because they're the ones who welcome them. We're seeing our country invaded. It's not immigration, it's an invasion, and it needs to stop. The Biden administration has failed the American people from day one, along with the rest of the Democratic Party, and it's time for them to leave office. They need to be voted out of office to stop the invasion and to stop the destruction of the United States of America. Joe Biden is the leader. He's telling people what to do. Well, you think he's telling people what to do, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt on this one. He is the commander-in-chief. And if he said open border, it's open border. And no one can stop it. Well, what happened today is going to continue to happen the closer we get to the election in November, unless they wake up and see that our country is suffering, it's struggling, and people are hurting. Americans need help, need money. We are not the ATM machine for the entire world. And where's all this money going to come from to take care of the newcomers? It's going to come off the backs of the American taxpayer, bottom line. Enough is enough with this nonsense. People need to wake up in November and get rid of this administration before it's too late.